Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are back with the Alien Evo mod, but we're looking at more add-on packs for it because we've already looked at all the stuff in the mod. Well, except for one thing. I will actually show you the destruction process this time because I haven't this entire time. So you go here, you grab these, you will find them in your world. You need 6 of them, just like the master control tabs. And then you can input the code here. So I'm actually going to show you how this works before I forget. So 1, 3, 5, 4, 1, 9. So 1, 3, 5, 4, 1, 9. And you also get a thing called the countdown begins, activate self-destruct. So now, all you have to do for the self-destruct to work, now I'm gonna go over here so I don't ruin my set. So if we do this, that's weird. So if we change into a normal alien in survival mode, why is this not working? This worked when I tested it. Okay, let's try Heat Blast. Okay, that is not right. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna not show that off, I guess, if it doesn't want to work. Okay, so I guess we're actually gonna get on to the main focal point of this episode. This is a review of mostly Omnitrix Evolution, but we will also be going over Chroma Stone, WayBig, and maybe Alien X. We probably will go over Alien X, so don't go over anyway. So hold on, I'm gonna grab this right quick. I believe it's called the Celestapian add-on that we are reviewing. And then we're also going to be reviewing the Ninjago Aliens, because I think it's time I finally show those off, which is also by Swippy, the maker of the Ninjago mod. Okay, so first and foremost, I'd like to go over how you recalibrate this thing. But we're going to do it with a new, actually, I can't take it out. So, okay, so there are 2 ways to recalibrate the Omnitrix. So, one of the ways is if you go into your creative menu, or you can craft it. So there's this new page called Omnitrix Evolution, and it adds a bunch of different Omnitrixes. So to get the recalibrated one, you need a screwdriver, and at least 50 levels of XP. So I need about 15 more. And there's about a 2% chance for this to work, so you have to have your Omnitrix settings open. And yeah, there's a chance it will not work. But then the other way you can do it is if you have all your aliens maxed out and 2 more skill points. Well, not all your aliens, but most of your aliens. You have to at least have this settings, the decouple setting. Then you need 2 more skill points, and then you get a new power menu when you open the Omnitrix settings. It gives you the option to recalibrate your Omnitrix. It has this nice little animation, and you complete a challenge. Whoa, I don't recognize any of these guys, and it's when you recalibrate your Omnitrix. So not only does your Omnitrix look like really swanky and fancy now, but it's also less noticeable, which is something that Ben actually points out in Alien Force, which I have recently started watching, and oh my gosh, it is so good. I love it. I highly recommend it if you guys haven't watched it. So, with this, it's connected to the other Omnitrix, so you retain your skill points, but you have to unlock everything again. Except this time there's voice commands. So if you type in chat, Omnitrix help, it gives you a bunch of different commands. Like, for example, Omnitrix repair Pyronite. That doesn't work. You can do 000. Nope, that didn't work. Sometimes this doesn't work. Let's see. So decouple Omnitrix. Command code. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so I've been having trouble with these voice commands for a while. So there's also a different way you customize this Omnitrix compared to the other one. So all you have to do is hit B and hold V, and you can decide to customize it, remove the core like this, and then you got your core back, then you can put it back in. Then you can DNA repair. So if you have any genetic
damage repaired.
Yeah, there's voice lines in this. And then there's decalibrating the Omnitrix, which does as it sounds. It just decalibrates it. But we're going to recalibrate it again. And it does give you all the recalibrated aliens, as well as any that were in your Omnitrix already. And the original 10. So it gives you these, and it gives you the original 10, and it gives you any that were already in your Omnitrix, like that one. That's technically Chromastone, but my icons are glitched. Oh, I just turned in a heat blast. Okay. Also, this one has no cooldown to change into another alien, but you can have a recharge mode. So all you have to do is to, like, yeah, you can abuse this. You just have to, like, overuse. Why am I still WayBig? Oh gosh, I crashed. Well, I crashed. So that's fun. Bruh. Okay, so WayBig crashed me. I cannot believe that happened. Okay. Or wait, do I still have Master Control? I don't remember. I think Master Control does carry over with Omnitrixes if you recalibrate it. specifically if you recalibrate it. If you just grab it from the creative inventory, it won't do that. It won't have master control. It started when an alien device did what it did. Alright. We're loading back in. This may take a couple years. Also, just so you guys know, next video will not be a Minecraft video. It will be... Next week's video will be funny moments from this year. So, yeah, stay tuned for that video next week. There's going to be so much editing. I have to... Dang it. We got to create a new world. And I think I crashed. Why am I crashing? Hold on. Okay, guys, I got it fixed. I'm back in a world. So, now, a little bit more about recalibration. So, if you do this, hold your V, you can customize your Omnitrix. So, now, the way you customize this Omnitrix is in this menu. You can change the colors, just like this. And then we'll make the Griffin Omnitrix. Alright, it's the Griffin Omnitrix. So, also, like, into the Omniverse, it changes your Omnitrix settings to make everything whatever color your glow is. So, yeah, it also changes your holograms. Like, currently mine are red. So, yeah, technically, because I got this out of the creative menu, I don't have access to the 10 original aliens. Then if we go max aliens, I've maxed out all my functions again, so now we gotta go back in and do this. So now I can actually show you what happens if you overuse your aliens. So, quick change is the best way. But it can also happen if you just use too many aliens in general. Dang, it did not want to turn me into swamp fire. So yeah, you see it flashing red, and it turns you back, and you are timed out. You cannot turn into any aliens when you're timed out, obviously. So, you can obviously do /master control. And then your Omnitrix has master control. So, I'm going to show you the alien I don't think I showed off. I don't think I've showed off Goop. So, we're going to show off Goop. So, we are now Goop. So, Goop has a normal skill tree. So, yeah, Goop. So, he can do many things. One of them is he can turn into a puddle made of, well, goop. And then if you're in your normal form, and if you jump and shift, hold on. Oh yeah, Goop can fly with the thing on his disc. So if you fly, if you crouch in midair, you can glide. Kind of like Upgrade. So, and then you have this ability called Trap Goop, which turns you into a cube. And basically, you auto-target whatever's near, and it dies. And then your last ability is kind of like Stinkfly's new ability, where you can throw out goop, but obviously you can light it on fire. Because, yeah. I actually don't think Big Chill is very effective for that. What about Echo Echo? Okay, no, Echo Echo's even worse. I don't have any water aliens. Oh, right, I need to show off Chroma Stone. So, if we do the command /alien auto add. So, since Chroma Stone is a whole separate add-on, we have to type in the Chroma Stone command. So, because this is kind of meshing with my Ninjago Aliens add-on, it's showing up as it's the Lightning Master. It's not. It is Chroma Stone. And now we are Chroma Stone. We are the Crystal Sapien, which I'm pretty sure has color options you can change. So Chroma Stone needs energy, obviously. So, being blocks nearby, manual serving items. Yeah, this does work with a bunch of different mods, but we're really just going to show off Chromastone. So Chromastone can fly, and it's got a trail. So he's got no right-click attack. He can obviously punch, because all the aliens can punch. But now, if you hold right-click, you can absorb energy. Which, for example, fire. Fire gives you energy. Especially being on fire, that gives you a bunch of energy. So, as you can see, when I'm on fire... Hold on. Let's try this in survival for a second. So, he is fireproof. So, okay, so the energy bar is at max. So, as you can see, when my energy bar is at max, it won't go down, and I turn into a prism. Because he is a Crystal Sapien. Crystal Sapiens are energy-based. So, as a Crystal Sapien, you get 5 basic abilities. And we're going to start with the ultimate, because you have to be in this mode for it to work. So, if you hold shift in your 4th ability, you can do a diakinetic explosion. Because, yeah, if you look at it, prismatic explosion. Charge up and unleash area in an AoE around you while holding shift, continuously damaging entities in range. So yeah, I think it's pretty powerful. So next, you have Energy Barrage, which I'm going to show off on these sheep over here. So if you press N, you shoot a bunch of different energy out. If you do it again, shoots it out. So next we have a diakinetic energy blast. This one actually explodes. Yeah, that's a diakinetic energy blast. Here's it in 3rd person. Yeah, it's crazy. It takes up a lot of your energy though. which makes sense. The best way to get energy is to get it from being on fire. And then Crystal Sapiens have one more ability. They have energy beams, which literally just do that. And now we're going to create a custom Crystal Sapien because all of the other aliens have one. So we're going to call him Refractor, actually. We're going to call mine Refractor. And then we're going to... I just move this down. Color 3 is the black part. We can actually see that. Okay, for some reason color 3 is not changing. Okay, well here's my custom Crystal Sapien Refractor. And it doesn't change any of the moves. Actually, what does it look like if we're at max energy with this? Being on fire gives a good bit of energy. Because I don't know if it keeps the prism color or if it changes. Okay, no, the prism color is the same. I think it actually reverts you to your base color scheme. Because, yeah, I look like normal Chroma Stone. Yeah, I think it definitely reverts you back. Okay, so next we're going to show off a different alien that's in Alien Force. We're not going to show off the Ninjago and stuff this episode. We are going to show off the Celestapian. Okay, hold on. We're just going to quickly deal with... I don't know why I picked Swamp Fire for this. Swamp Fire was such a bad choice. Wrath! Okay, yeah. Because Wrath is definitely in the base mod. Okay, now we're going to show off Alien X. Okay, change to second playlist. We have Alien X. Now, this add-on is actually very well done. So, actually, you get this from getting a mysterious DNA sample. Which you get... Yeah, it's not cheap. Very much not cheap. But, if you turn into him... We're in this realm with... Oh, what are their names? Bellicus and Serena. So, he's Wrath. He's Wrath. And she's Peace and Love. And they've been arguing for centuries. And I am the third who has to help them decide things. I never actually noticed they have holes in their eyes. So if we do in here, we have to make choices and talk to them. If we do that, it says that you're exactly why this power should be locked away. And then you can do something like this, and bravery or stupidity, we'll find out soon enough. So basically, if you talk to them, dang, Serena is hard to talk to. Especially if you can't see everything. Okay, and then you talk to all of them, and then you can pick, I've waited for this, no, and then I always pick, let's finish this. And now you are Alien X. And oh my gosh, she has a ton of hearts. So yeah, you go in here, you can unlock your Alien X abilities. He has 2 types of abilities. And then you can rebirth, actually. And only thing you have to do is get your powers again. You get to upgrade this alien twice. I think I just rebirthed by accident. Okay, so we have maxed out Alien X, but you see the energy meter? It's almost gone. So I believe if that goes out, we are teleported back to Serena and Belicious, to where we have to argue with them again. So we will try. So yeah, Alien X obviously can fly, as we see Mad Ben do in Alien Extinction. I feel like I'm about to be teleported back into the null void. Huh, that's weird. The energy bar did nothing. Okay. So if you hold V, that is your offensive powers. So you have things like Cosmic Beam. And oh yeah, Alien X is so powerful that not even this can kill him. You cannot kill Alien X. Oh, I transformed back. And I'm back in the null void. Okay, well this isn't the null void. You want to control, I want change. It is so hard to talk to them. Especially if you can't see. Okay. So, Alien X. Yeah, you have to do that every time you turn into Alien X, which is annoying. So then, you have different abilities, like, you have the Celestial Punch, which does that. Which is stronger than Atomix's Nuclear Winter ability. So then he has a black hole where you can just kind of get rid of blocks and entities. I'm pretty sure this can... Hold on, we gotta test this because I don't remember. Can it break bedrock? Okay, no, it cannot break bedrock. It can break all but bedrock. All you have to do to turn it off is to just go into your menu. Okay. Then we've got... Oh yeah, Alien X has telekinesis. I picked up a grass, but I can use it to fight a skeleton. So yeah, as you can see, I picked up the skeleton. Yeah, you can one-hit pretty much anything. For y'all ask in the comments, we are going to test it on the Ender Dragon. Domain ability, which basically makes you Gojo. So next you have your defensive powers where you can phase. It makes a speedster sound whenever you use it though. You can also change the weather. You can change the time. You can travel to different dimensions. Cosmic speed's like not working for some reason. So you... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I need to... So we're gonna wait till it's day again. Okay, then you can use your other abilities like Cosmic Speed. Essentially, you're a speedster with this. And then for dimension travel, you can travel to the overworld, which we're already in. You can travel to Nether. It opens a portal, which is actually really cool. You can travel to the end. I love these visuals. So, we are going to try out our normal punch on Miss Ender Dragon here. Come here, Gene. Oh my gosh. You can 3-hit the Ender Dragon. Okay, let's get out of here. And then you can also go to the Null Void. Where's the Null Void portal? Okay, I guess we're going back to the overworld. You know what? To enable say K tape. Why am I here? Oh look, it's a departed mood. Oh yeah, that message right there will actually customize with your player name. Okay. We're back in the overworld. Oh yeah, Alien X can also just teleport normally. Let's try going to the Null Void. What is happening to my screen? Am I in... Where the heck am I? Oh yeah, he can also grow big. Obviously not as big as WayBig, but... Dimension travel. Null Void. Okay, there we go. Now I'm in the Null Void. So yeah, this is a custom dimension with the Alien X mod. So yeah, you can travel to the Null Void. Wait, I'm already in the Null Void. I don't think that's going to do anything because we're in the Null Void already. We're traveling to the overworld. Oh, that one's nice. That one's light blue. And then your last ability is obviously to go back to your base form. I mean, I could make a whole video about Alien X, but I am not going to spend the whole video on one alien. Okay, so the next alien that we can add is the Toecuster, or WayBig. We are WayBig. So WayBig also has 10 abilities. Well, actually he has 12, because technically he has 12. So WayBig can size down. Well, actually he can't. He can only really get bigger. Yeah, WayBig can get very large. We're just gonna size down for a bit. So WayBig has 4 abilities. Well, 5 if you include high-speed sprinting, which have very nice sound effects. So WayBig has 4 main abilities. One where he can shoot a cosmic beam. And yeah, basically just one-hits cows. He can also use telekinesis to pick things up. He has a stomp ability. Hold on. Yeah, he can stomp and make holes in the ground. So, and then he has a leap ability, which is kind of weird. Okay, now I'm gonna go over one last thing. I'm gonna go over the two more things actually in the Omnitrix Evolution mod. So we're gonna
accepted. Omnitrix decoupled.
So we're gonna show off the other Omnitrixes this adds. So it not only adds the Recalibrated Omnitrix, it also adds the Ultimatrix. You get the challenge, I like the old one better. Now, to get the Ultimatrix, you need to do 2 things. So you need to find the Ultimatrix core, and you need to make the Ultimatrix base, which is made like this. So now, the Ultimatrix core can be found in your world. So all you have to do is go Ult Core Obtainment. As you can see, this one is about 9,000 blocks away. Griffin Tails. We're gonna give myself the Ecto Neorite because they currently don't have Ghost Freak. So hold on. Oh yeah, and then there is a thing with the Ultimatrix. Okay, so to unlock Quick Change, obviously. And the Ultimatrix is like the recalibrated, obviously. Give me a Jet Ray, then give me. This is, I believe, where you get the core. That shoots arrows at you. So, I have not watched Ultimate Alien yet. I will admit that I have not watched Ultimate Alien just yet. Okay, here it is. This is where you're supposed to be able to... There's the Ultimatrix core. So you do this, And then you get the Ultimatrix core. Okay, but we're gonna get out of here. And then we're gonna... Oh, right, intangible, can't die. So now we're gonna go over a little thing in the Ultimatrix. So almost every alien, except for Echo, Chroma Stone, multiple aliens don't have these. So Swampfire does. Most aliens have an ultimate form. So all you have to do is, in your normal alien, unlock everything. And when you go ultimate, you have the powers when you're ultimate. So like, for example, you have blue fire as swamp fire. You have a small seed grenade. Oh. And then you can obviously still throw your seeds. You have chlorokinesis, which that's actually what that's called. And then you have a fire beam, which uses all your fire pretty much. And then you have a fire grenade. I think that's just a big flame grenade. Big seed grenade, yeah. Oh, and then Ultimate Swamp Fire can also fly. So yeah, that's really it for Swamp Fire. I think Wrath has one. No, Wrath doesn't have one. Echo doesn't. Cannonbolt has one. You get spikes when you're Cannonbolt, which is really cool. Does Jet Ray have one? Okay, no, Jet Ray does not have one. Okay, I know Big Chill has one. Big Chill turns into a fire alien, which is not done yet, so... Goop has one. It just does not look good. It literally turns you into a cube. And it's kind of worthless. I believe the 10 original aliens have one. Okay, no, Ghost Freak doesn't have one. I'm not sure about Humongosaur. I think Humongosaur has one. Yes, Humongosaur does have one. It's just because he's unfinished, he has all the same abilities. So, and then, so slash alien auto add. So yeah, also, something cool that I think Swippy has added ultimate alien forms for the Ninjago aliens. Like, for example, Energy Master does not seem to have one yet. Okay, so we'll add the... because I know this one has one. Actually, I think you have to do it in a different way. Lightning Master. Fire Master? Okay, for some reason, the Lightning Master isn't working. Hold on, do you have to? You may have to. I think you actually need Pinnacle of Evolution for this to work. That would make sense. Okay, so that's almost it. There's one more Omnitrix we have to look at.
Command accepted.
And it is the Omnitrix from the reboot. So, how you get this Omnitrix is you open your prototype, then you turn into Upgrade, and then once you max out Upgrade, you're given this power called Upgrade Omnitrix, where you can upgrade the Omnitrix. And it turns into the one from the reboot, and it gives you a new alien, Overflow. Only problem is his model does not look too good. Okay, so Overflow can do a bunch of different things. He has Hydrokinesis Blasts, which literally make you unable to fly. So yeah, he has this. Because when you fly, you use your hands. And when you do that, you use your hands. So, and then you can use Water Blades, which actually look really cool. Then he has Water Absorption, which basically turns him into a sponge. But after you're done with that ability, the water will eventually close back up. And then, like Ripjaw's, Overflow has two abilities he can only use in the water, which is Aqua Jet, and he has the Whirlpool. And he has a faster swim speed. That's really it for Overflow. I can't remember if they made any changes to Upgrade when you're... because that would make sense. Okay, let's see. So yeah, you get access to pretty much the 10 OG. Actually, /alien auto add. Galvic. Mechanorph. This DNA is corrupted. So yeah, you can't use Upgrade when you're using this Omnitrix because his DNA is apparently corrupted. So I'm pretty sure there's a whole different upgrade you have to use, because I'm pretty sure there's a reboot upgrade. And I am Wild Mud. So yes, there is a reboot version of Upgrade. It's all the same, just purple. Except for the optic laser, because that is for some reason green. Pretty sure this still only works on lightning rods. Pretty sure I never showed off the upgrading of technology, so I will show this off with this. And bam, we are Upgrade. So I'm pretty sure you can change. Oh my gosh, why am I black? Okay, you know what? Yeah, that works. Wait, no. Hold on. There we go. Now I like the black more. So yeah, this one only has 2 colors. My problem is, if you change the glow, it changes your whole Omnitrix. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I don't think you can decouple this. Actually, maybe you can. Yes, you can. So I hope you have enjoyed this little video. Actually, I don't think it's little. I think it's anything but little. But I hope you enjoyed me reviewing these aliens, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Tonight is one of powers light. Enemies beware, feel our might. Night charge always. always right. Through the storm, through the fire, destined foes meet our desire. No retreat, stand our ground. Night charge, always right.